luxury lovers, it's Laura. If you're new here, I do videos on luxury handbags, shoes, shopping, and occasionally travel. Today I'm going to share with you my designer shoe collection and what's next on my wish list. So first up is going to be my most worn pair, and these are my Dior espadrilles. I can't remember if these are from 2021 or 2022 spring summer collection, but I have had these for a while. These are probably my most worn pair out of all of my designer shoes. I find them very comfortable. Initially, when you do buy them, they will be a little bit tighter, especially at the top of the foot. This band was really tight for me, but I decided to stick with my size because inside they are leather, even though the outside is embroidered. And I knew that the leather was just going to mold to my feet over time, so I decided to stick it out, and it was the right choice. I would say these are true to size if you're looking to buy some espadrilles from Dior. Continuing with Dior are my D-way sandals. These are in a beautiful white and gold combination. These came out earlier this year and I absolutely fell in love, and I knew that D-way sandals are really popular, so if there's a colorway that comes out that really catches people's attention, they will sell out, and if it's seasonal, they won't come back. And so I got really lucky. I got the last pair in my size at Saks. I do wear them all the time. Do I think they're worth the price tag? Honestly, probably not. This was definitely like a psychological purchase. At the end of the day, you don't really need to spend that much money on slides, but they are really pretty. There is a breaking in period though. The first time I wore them, they were pretty painful. I definitely got some blisters and they tore the tops of my toes up. But ever since then, ever since I broke them in, they're really comfortable to wear and I like them. Also, I found that these do run true to size. I got my regular size, which is a size 37. Next up are my Dior Walk and Dior sneakers. I have them in the reverse gray Toile de Jouy. I think these are so pretty. I absolutely love the Toile de Jouy, and when I saw them in reverse, I thought they were such a great neutral sneaker to have. They aren't the most comfortable, I will admit. They do have a breaking in period. The interior is leather, which I always kind of find uncomfortable and really quick to give you blisters, so you need to make sure you're wearing socks with these. You can kind of break them in by using a blow dryer to sort of speed up the process, and that's what I did. Otherwise, the first time that I wore these, even though I wore them with socks, I still got blisters on the back of my heels, which were extremely painful. I find that designer sneakers are not always the most comfortable and they have a really high price tag. So if you're not huge into sneakers and you really just need sneakers for comfort, I would say you could probably skip designer sneakers. If you love designer sneakers, you just wear sneakers, then, you know, just be aware that there is going to be a longer breaking in period than there would be with other sneakers, and they're not the most comfortable. The other thing about these shoes is they are a rubber sole like most other sneakers, and they do scuff really easily. What I do to clean these is I will clean the rubber portion with a magic eraser and the dirt will just come right off and they look good as new. So that's just a little tip that I wanted to share with you. Next up for Dior are these gorgeous little slingbacks. They are flat, so they're very pretty. I think they're really cute with jeans and dresses. They are a little bit big on me, so I would say that consider sizing half a size down. I ordered my regular size and I find that this just feels a little too loose. What you can do is, if that happens, you can put some fashion tape here on the inside, some double-sided fashion tape, and stick it to the back of your ankle. So I find that that's a little hack that helps me there, but I do think they are a little bit bigger, and I kind of wish I would have sized half a size down because I think they would be a little bit easier to walk in then. They're not the most comfortable to walk in. They are a little bit awkward. They're very stiff on the bottom, so they kind of feel sometimes a little bit like I'm walking around in a clown shoe, if that makes any sense. And finally for Dior, I have my nude slingbacks. These have a bit of a heel to them. I think these are the higher heeled ones. They do have some that are more of a kitten heel. These would run true to size and I find them to be quite comfortable. I have them in the gorgeous patent leather nude color. I haven't really had issues with this sliding down too much, but I know that it's a frequent complaint. Again, you could just do the fashion tape hack and stick a little fashion tape back there to help them stay on the back of your heel. But yeah, these are a very classic Dior style. I feel like they go great with so many outfits. You can wear these paired up with some casual jeans, pants, and they look great with a dress as well. So they're very versatile. If you were to go for one pair of classic Dior shoes, I think these should be the ones. Moving on from Dior to Chanel, I have first up the classic Slingbacks from Chanel. I have the ones with a bit of a heel. I'm petite, and so for these, I really wanted something with a smaller heel that would be more comfortable for me to wear on an everyday basis. As you can see, they're in the beige color with the black toe cap. The toe cap is a grass green material, and then of course the rest is leather. I find these pretty comfortable. If I had to choose between the Chanel Slingbacks and the Dior Slingbacks, I would probably choose Chanel. I think they're more comfortable. Some people have complained that this slides off their heel. Again, you can do the same hack that I mentioned earlier with the fashion tape. I find though that these actually stay on my foot, so I haven't had that issue. I suppose over time maybe they can stretch out a bit and you might experience some of that, but I really haven't had any issues with that. I did size up half a size, and that's because I find the toe box quite narrow on these and they were pinching my feet. So I did size up to a 37 and a half. I find them to be quite comfortable. I wouldn't recommend wearing these if you have to walk long distances or all day, but if you're casually walking somewhere, you're going to work, you're going out for brunch, something like that, these are very comfortable. Next up are these beautiful pink satin pumps from Chanel. Now, I did mention these in a video that I did not too long ago about luxury regrets and fails, and it's not so much that I regret buying these shoes or that they were a fail. They fit true to size. I find them pretty comfortable for heels. I think they look gorgeous. I just sort of wish that maybe I would have gotten them in a different color. I was really drawn to the pink because it's such a beautiful shade, and I don't have that much pink, and I kind of wanted to start wearing more pink, but I really haven't reached for them since I bought them. I think it was a year ago. These were from the Métiers d'Arts collection in 2021, so it would have been around this time last year that I bought these. So I do have these actually for sale on my Poshmark. I'll go ahead and link that listing below in case anybody is interested, or if you're interested in buying these from me, you can send me a DM on Instagram. If I get the right price for them, I might consider letting them go. Otherwise, they'll just stay in my closet, and hopefully I will make a time to wear these. And then finally for my Chanel collection are these gorgeous heels. I believe these were from the same Métiers d'Art collection that the pink satin shoes were from. I could be mistaken, maybe they were the year before, but I think they were 21A. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments below. But I fell in love with these shoes when I saw them on the runway. They just felt like so old world, glamorous Hollywood, and I thought they were gorgeous. They had a slingback version and they had the heel. I love a good heel. I'm petite, so I've always appreciated a platform and a high heel shoe. I will stick it out as long as I get some more height. But these have been easier for me to style and wear than the pink ones, so I have worn these quite a lot. They are one of my favorite date night shoes. I find them also very comfortable. The one weird thing I will say though is when I walk in them, sometimes I feel like there's like an air sound between my foot and the shoe, and it's not that there's like an air pocket on the shoe at all. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's when my foot rises off the sole, it makes that sound. So that's my only pet peeve when it comes to these shoes. But other than that, I just find them gorgeous. You guys probably don't know this about me, but I am a huge musical theater lover. I love movies and films. I'm an actor. I mostly do commercials, but I've always sort of appreciated the old Hollywood style, and these definitely fit the bill for that. So these next shoes are not necessarily a high-end designer shoe, but they're a very special shoe because they were my wedding shoes, and they are from a company called Belle. They specialize in making wedding day shoes, bridal shoes, and their designs are just so elegant and dainty. I had a really pretty lace wedding dress from Monique Lhuillier, and when I saw these, I just felt like they went so well with my wedding gown. I loved these beautiful appliques on the shoe, and then I love how inside they're blue, so it's like you're something blue for your wedding day. They're gorgeous satin. Mine are like a gold off-white sort of color. I found these to be really comfortable as well. I mean, I wore these all day. I did not have any shoe changes or anything like that. and my feet were in pretty good shape until I would say maybe the last hour. We went until pretty late at my wedding, and so I think they were definitely a hit. I'm so glad that I bought these. There were a lot of other shoes that I considered, like from Choo or Louis Vuitton, and I just know that my feet would have been dying. Another thing I really like about Belle is they really consider every kind of bride. So whether you're having a very elegant wedding or maybe you're having an outdoor wedding where a heel like this definitely wouldn't work for you because you're going to be in grass, they have heels of all heights. They have block heels. They even have wedges, flat shoes. So I think they really serve every bride's needs. If you're looking for a wedding shoe, I would definitely recommend checking out Belle. I'll link their website down below as well as these. Now, as far as sizing goes, I did get a 6.5, which is a European size 37, so they did run true to size. Next up are my only Jimmy Choos that I currently own, and it's this pair. I'm not sure the name of them. I bought them a few years ago, so they're no longer available. They were a seasonal style, but they come in this gold mock lizard, which I absolutely love. The heel, this is the tallest heel that I currently own, so it is kind of a doozy. I don't know if these are like 5 inches high, but they have this platform here, which really helps with the comfort, so they're not as killer on your feet as you would think. And that's the thing about Jimmy Choo shoes. I find them to be really comfortable even though they're heels. There are a lot of, designer heeled brands that have gorgeous shoes, but they just demolish your feet within seconds. I would say Jimmy Choos are pretty good with that. So I think your money could be well invested in a pair of Jimmy Choo heels. They also often go on sale, especially if it's a seasonal style, so you can save some money there. I know I got these on sale and I've had them for a few years now and I really like them. They've also held up really well, and I find Jimmy Choo shoes to be true to size. Next up are my newest acquisition, and they are the Hermes Oran sandals in the gold color. These I also found true to size. I know when I looked up online, there were a lot of people saying kind of different things like size up, size down, keep your size. So what I did, because I ordered these online, there is a sizing guide on Hermes's website, and you basically measure your foot. They tell you how to measure it, and then based on the measurements, they help you select the size. And I was able to get my regular size, which is a size 37. They were a little stiff when I got them, so what I did was I put on socks and then I just blow dry the leather. It helps soften it and break them in faster. And I really like these. I find them pretty comfortable. I'm glad that I purchased them, and of course they are a classic in any closet. Alright, coming down to some of my final pairs here, and these are my Stuart Weitzman pearl sandals. They're a jelly sandal. I think they're called the Goldie sandal, but I'll confirm that when I'm editing this video and put it down below. I bought these last year. They still have these in stock and they've come out with new colors this summer. I've seen them in clear, nude. They've also had like pink and blue. I really like these for the pool. I think they're so cute. I took these on vacation and I also like wearing them out and about. I find for designer shoes, Stuart Weitzman can be pretty reasonable, and they also have sales on their websites, but you can frequently find them in department store sales. I know they're often in the Nordstrom anniversary sale. So these are some that I definitely recommend for summer. Next up for Stuart Weitzman, and I don't know if they'll fit in the frame, but they are my thigh-high boots. I'll put the name down below because I cannot remember at the moment. They do have a heel to them. I definitely love a boot with a heel, but Stuart Weitzman has so many different boot designs. You can get flat boots, you can get higher heeled boots. As far as heel heights are concerned, this for me is a really good middle of the road heel height, because I felt like these are shoes that I could wear to dinner if I was going out to dinner in the winter, a chilly night, but also something that I could wear at a more casual time. So for me, these were like the perfect heel height. I would say if you have like a wider ankle or a wider foot, they're not going to work for you, because I find that the ankle is quite narrow. I find the shoe is quite narrow. So for somebody with wider feet, they could be really uncomfortable. The calf section worked for me. It does have a bit of a stretch to it, so it was comfortable. It's really just the ankle part that is narrow. I do think I sized up with these. Yeah, I did size up with these. They are a 37.5. I feel like I could have sized up like a full size because I can wear these with like thinner socks or pantyhose, like, you know, like the no-show socks that are really thin. But a thicker sock, if you want to bundle up for the winter, for me was just not possible in these shoes. Finally, the last shoe in my collection are my Manolo Blahnik Hangisi pumps. These are a gorgeous classic shoe. I would definitely get these in more colors. I got the black because I was able to get them on sale for a really good price, but I've had my eye on the green for the longest time. I think they're so pretty. I think that's my favorite one. Of course, I like the blue, but the green is just what really, really draws me in. I find these true to size as well. I have a size 37. I will say though, I find the toe box on these a little tight. So what I've done to make them more comfortable for me is I've done my sock and blow dryer trick, and it has helped for sure. I have them in one of the higher heel heights as well. That's just my personal preference, but they do have lower heel heights. But again, a very classic, beautiful shoe. You can often get these on sale as well, especially around like the holiday times. And that's how I purchased these. Alright guys, so that concludes my shoe collection. What's on the list next? Well, there are several shoes that I have had my eye on for a while. Some of them I really like them, but I don't know necessarily if I will be adding them. The one pair from Chanel that I am interested in is, of course, the espadrilles, but they also have these really pretty quilted turn lock sandals, which I find so pretty. They're pretty hard to find though, so I don't know if I would get them, and they're quite pricey as well, so there's always that to consider, but I think they're so pretty and unique. I've also thought about adding a pair of Jimmy Choo Bings. I think those are so pretty. I love the sparkles on them. I probably would go for a black, but they also come out with some really gorgeous seasonal designs. I didn't previously buy them because I used to have a pair of Prada crystal studded slingbacks that looked just like them. I recently sold them though because they were too big for me, so it's kind of created that space in my closet, so I have been considering those. I also really like the Amina Muaddi rosy slingbacks. I think those are so pretty. They have two different colorways that have really caught my eye. The first are the nude PVC with the clear crystal bows. I think those are so pretty, and judging on by the things that I wear, I think that would be the best colorway for me to purchase. I also really like the light blue ones with the pink crystal bows. Those have captured my Barbie loving heart. I think they're so beautiful. I don't know though if I would get them, just because I feel like I wouldn't wear them as much. I would just admire their beauty. So if I were to have to choose between the two, I would probably go with nude PVC, although those sell out all the time. Also for Chanel, I would probably consider getting another pair of slingbacks, but this time the flat slingbacks, so that I have a more casual shoe to wear. And if I did get those, I might consider selling my Dior slingbacks, but I don't know. We'll have to see if we ever get there. All right guys, well that is it for this video. If you haven't entered my giveaway for the YSL flat card holder, I'll go ahead and link that video up above. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. It really helps small creators like me, especially with the whole algorithm thing. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!